Okay, we recognize you want to close it. You can look on the internet and you can see all this stuff. I mean, he's a special person, isn't he? Yeah. Why don't you pull up FINRA and then put in, if you could please, and then put in Jonathan Beitler's name?
Oh,
No,
no, I'm not going to do
in
that.
broker check.
I'm not going to do that. No.
Why don't you want to do that? He has 4 different complaints against
Okay.
him. Now, I'm not interested in leaving here and getting into an auto accident or anything else because of the category of responsiveness of Mr. Beitler or Mr. Netuno or any of these other people. You know, you pretty much scare me. So she wants to close the account. She doesn't want anything to do. And now we're in a corner office here in Boca Raton, Florida, with a sheriff's deputy that he's probably already left, but he. So you're telling her that you don't have the ability. Nobody has the ability in the office to close her account and issue her a check
No,
because
we don't.
I
That
understand.
has to go through Jonathan.
Okay, so let's get
I
back.
can't just close her
Okay,
account.
let's get back to Mr. Beitler. Mr. Beitler asked about a bunch of things. Uh, she asked in December to cease and desist any trading. That was in December of 2021. Then in February, they were issued a letter to cease and desist trading. You've lost over $200,000 at that point of her investments. So if you had ceased trading and you had cooperated with the person that was this person, she would have this money in her own choice of investment venues. And what the problem is that she doesn't have to tell you where she's putting the money, and that's what the problem is you want to know. And I'm not going to get into the aspects of the financial world and everything else, but Mr. Beitler seems to be a very special person. If you can't call up his boss, and his boss doesn't want to do anything, and then you want to call up someone, this Tiffany DePenny in Iowa, who is an unlicensed person in the state of Florida. That's why I asked you to pull this up and look at this on there. She's not licensed. She's only licensed in the state of Iowa.
Okay, I am.
Jonathan
Jonathan would be
Beitler.
the one who's talked to Tiffany. I haven't dealt with.
No,
Tiffany.
Tiffany started off with a psychiatric triage of her one evening in reference to asking her why she's buying a house, why she's moving out of the state of Florida. And you seem to have this stronghold of royal claw in why people move out of the state of Florida. And then you seem to go and not you, Ruth, but you seem to go and just, you're like highly offended by anybody that doesn't want anything to do with this state. And incidentally, Net Worth Financial Group is headquartered in Georgia, is what Anthony told me. And Anthony is Jonathan Beitler's boss. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I mean, that okay. So how do we contact? You don't want to call him.
No, I don't think I am in the position to call Anthony and talk to him about this.
Okay.
Any of this situation.
We have sent letters.
Jonathan has been the one dealing with it.
Okay.
Not me, not Alex.
Okay, that's fine. I've spoke to you several times. Do you have any problem with me talking to Jonathan Beitler?
No.
And do you have any problem with me talking to any of these other people at this company, Net Worth Financial Group, or their brokerage house?
No.
Okay. Do you have witnessed that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have some sort of cordial and business type conversation. Mm-hmm. Okay, because this lawsuit filed by this person, I don't, mm-hmm. I don't have any more tolerance for any of this stuff or any of these people. Okay, you're very dangerous people.
Okay.
So we are going to
Like-
leave, and when can we talk to Jonathan Beitler?
Like I said, I'm not sure that he's even going to be in tomorrow,
Okay,
but
then let's do
I-
this. My mom's email is lyonsg, Lyonsg. Could you write this down, please?
LionsG.
At bellsouth.net.
Okay.
And my email is GETEM, the number 2,
GETEM2.
the number 2,
Okay.
at hotmail.com.
At Hotmail. Okay.
You just witnessed that my mom has no problem, and I don't have a problem talking to somebody, but my mom has no problem in communicating with Jonathan Beitler or any of these other people. You've gone through your company and you retained a lawyer that came in after a power of attorney was reissued and served by the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at that location. And Jonathan Beitler was also on the list of service to that. So you have that there. We need to establish some communication immediately, and that's the 2 email addresses.
Okay. I'm sorry, what's your first name again?
I am Robert.
Robert. Okay.
I'm not a robber like I was accused of. My name is Robert Halton, Halton.
HALTON?
That's correct.
Okay. Got it.
And am I trying to coerce you in closing your accounts or do any of this stuff? Have I been
No.
mean or vindictive to any of these people? Okay, you've just witnessed that I'm not trying to do that. My mom, I'd like you to look at her leg. She has a scar here. My mom, she needs and needed this in 2021. She needs therapy on her leg. She's had an operation on her leg and her knee. She doesn't want to deal with any of these people here in Florida anymore.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So this is why it needs to be like immediately done.
Yeah.
Can you write down your email and instead of this card here?
Well, that has Jonathan's email on it.
Okay, does he respond to that? Because the last email that she got here was credit card fraud from him. And that was in the beginning of 2022. She has not received any emails. We have his, not his, but the statement sent out for this month. We haven't opened it. She doesn't even open the statements.
Okay.
And then what the problem is that this is just all too complex. And we have a person that's also a licensed financial advisor, but he has nothing to do with any of this stuff other than doing her taxes. And that he suggested 4 years ago, now almost 5 years ago, that this was just all too complex, and that all of these products that are in here 5 years ago, that he did not even understand it. He didn't understand the people. He didn't understand the people who are behind it. Okay, you send out the information on the tax stuff every year. Not you, Ruth, or this person here. And maybe this person here is holding maybe 5 or 6 companies that are actually doing nothing. You have a lot of interesting avenues that these products go to. So 5 or 6 years ago, he said to close that out, and she didn't close it out immediately, and he didn't suggest that. It was just a matter of products. And it's like looking around your office here. Like in that pile there,